keep taking until they can't take no more. Verse 6 says, how the things that Esau searched out, how his hidden things sought up. Well, you had a media. Most High put a spirit on certain people to bring out certain information. He put a spirit on certain men to bring out these lessons, do these videos, and watch. Verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and they have. That's why these different nations, they've been building up their military arsenal. You know, they've been playing it cool with Esau just for a period of time, just so they can build up their military arsenal. It says, and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them. Man, you would think these devils with all this technology, all this AI shit, you would think they'd be like, you know what? We fucking up. They keep trying to go to another planet, and another moon and all this shit. Another dimension. They doing all type of shit. They doing everything but what they should really be doing. That's right. That's why they have no understanding in them. Yeah, they have wisdom according to this world, whether it be scientists with the Scientology and the archaeologists and all that different shit. But the Most High says the wisdom of the world is foolishness to the Most High. So the understanding that they do have is really no understanding. Because they will be able to consider and be like, you know what, we need to straighten this out. We polluting the water and the air. Done changed up the growth pattern of different soil and plants and all that shit. We need to fix this. Esau not trying to do that shit. Verse 8 it says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and the mighty man of Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter for thy violence against thy brother, who? Jacob. These devils, they trying to play like they don't know who the descendants of Yaquab is, or Yashar Allah is, and don't know where they at. Talk about the lost tribes and all that, which that information done got flipped on their head, because now people have been waking up and realizing like, oh, they not the real ones, they the real ones, this and that. So they try to do co-intel, psyop shit to try to throw people off, but you can't stop the Holy Spirit, man. It says, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You see, and if they were understood, they would have read this prophecy and been like, look, you know what, we need to help our brothers out. That is our brother. We need to help them out instead of slaughtering them and put them in certain conditions and all that. But nah, what did Esau do? If I'm going down to verse 12, it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Esau rejoiced. They made them pictures and photo albums and shit, sending pictures around with the man being hung and burnt alive with his dick cut off. Women bellies getting cut open, the babies getting thrown out, used as gator bait. Men getting stretched with the horses. They rejoiced over this stuff, man. It says, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, because you had a lot of people that escaped. That's why they mention, they say the FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. Yeah, a lot of our people was already over here first. We still had ancestors and different relatives back where we came from as well. Our people always traveling and try to escape from Esau. And what Esau do, try to cut people off from escaping. Or they find out you did escape somewhere, now they want to come over where you at. It says, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in a day of distress. I'm going to end this off with this. Verse 15 says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, because even though these heathen going to turn against Esau, they got to get judged too by the Most High. It says, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. And a lot of people, when we mention shit like this, they be like, oh, no, you got to forget. You got to forgive. No. The Most High forgive, but he ain't forget though. And he rewards those according to their acts. So if your acts have been complete wicked acts, you're gonna get a complete wicked reward. And just so happened the reward is coming to these heathen and to Esau. Man, it says, as thou hast done, it should be done unto thee. So what Esau did to our people, what these heathens partook in, the Most High gonna set it up so it's gonna be done to them. Ain't nothing you can do about it, ain't nothing I can do about it to change it, and none of that. Ain't nothing Elon can do to escape and get away from. Ain't nothing that Mark Zuckerberg, none of them can do to go dig in a hole and all that shit. This is why they buying all these bunkers and trying to get out of space so bad, because they know their reward is going to return upon their own head. Thus saith the Lord. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to write this out as edifying. Call all your Habashim Yahushua. Shalom to the elect.